My next recipe uses a really common ingredient that I think has been overlooked.
Milk. Full of goodness and part of a healthy, balanced diet. At least that's what my mum always said. And I've been in search of the cream of the crop.
Next, I want to make a delicious and indulgent pudding with one of the unsung heroes of the dairy industry, buttermilk. It's a byproduct of the butter making process, and I love using it in my baking, and it's a perfect ingredient for one of my favourite desserts, Panna Cotta. Ivy House Farm in Somerset has been producing the cream of British dairy produce for the last 3 decades. It's run by husband and wife duo Jeff and Kim Bowles, with a little help from their children.
We've got Jersey cows because Jeff's uncle gave me 3 Jersey cows as a wedding present a long, long time ago. And then he used to make cream for the Beaufort estate. So we took on the cream business when he decided he didn't want to do it anymore, and it's gone from there.
They have a herd of 160 organic Jersey cows, a breed renowned for their lush, rich milk, and can count upmarket retailers like Selfridges, Fortnum & Mason and Harrods amongst their fans.
I think Jersey cream and milk always has been the champagne of creams. It's always been superb quality to taste. It's thick, it's rich, and it's wholesome, and I'm immensely proud of what we produce here.
Farmer Jeff has a special relationship with his Jersey cows.
She was giving the highest butter fat in the herd, so that made her cow of the week a few weeks ago. Every farmer's dream is to have a herd that he's proud of, and that has certainly been the case, and so I'm more than contented with what we've achieved. Everyone's a winner.
A typical day here starts at 5 a.m. when the cows are led to the parlour to be milked.
We've got to separate the cream while it's warm, so we always milk this time of day, but we do only milk once a day. The milk's then coming down these pipes through the milk meter, so we know how much milk the cow's been given.
The milk is stored warm in vats to keep it fresh and creamy.
This is the milk that we've just milked out from the cows. That's all warm and fresh and yellow and organic. It complements your cornflakes lovely.
The fat is then separated from the milk so the dairy can meet every demand from semi-skim milk all the way to clotted cream.
So that is going to be enough cream teas to keep about 500 people going, we hope. And that will be enough skim milk to make about 150 skinny lattes.
But the product I want is buttermilk, the residual liquid produced once cream has been churned into butter. Often discarded, buttermilk is now enjoying a welcome revival.
This is supposed to have qualities in cooking and pastry making, and traditionally is good in scones and all this sort of thing. And a lot of the old recipes do say use buttermilk. I would say it's lesser of a product at the moment, but it's growing all the time. We've gone from probably selling 20 litres a month to probably 200. So it really has rocketed an awful lot the last year. I've been told it's very good in the ice cream making, and it seems to have an awful lot more qualities than we'd previously realised. We were throwing it away before.
We were indeed, yeah.
We were throwing it away before, but now we've got an awful lot more interest in it. But that's why it's got such a lovely yellow colour, is because of the Jersey milk that this whole thing's made from. You've got the rich taste, all comes through from the breed and from the feed. It's got a beautiful buttery taste. That is a really, really lovely buttery drink, and it's underused, really. You want to try some, Pauline?
Why not?
That's why she looks so good at her age. There, you see?
That's lovely, thank you for that.
I've been using milk products for years, so let's hope Jeff and Kim's makes my panna cotta utterly scrumptious.
And Jeff and Kim have joined me in my kitchen. Hello.
Hello.
Those cows, fantastic animals. I mean, they look like you're part of your family.
Well, they are. Yeah, they are.
Have you named all of them?
All the characters have got names.
Yeah.
They've all got numbers, so we know where everything traces from. Everything starts from the cows.
If I was going to come back as a cow, that's where I want to live. Okay, so we've got some of your creams here. Can I give you a weapon? Your weapon of choice? Right. This is what?
That would be a pouring cream, which is about 35% fat.
It's still got a huge amount of richness to it. Okay, so what have we got here?
That's a whipping cream. That's up to about 45%
Well, that looks different
fat.
again, you see. You see the way it falls is different. It holds more.
It gloops.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It's thicker as well.
Yeah.
Straight away. Flavour's lovely though.
We can't take all the credit for that. The cows must be. Take
They can have some credit for it.
Yeah.
So this being the clotted cream, I guess is going to be much higher again.
That's 55 to 60% fat.
Right. Which one do you like, Kim?
I
You drifted off there, haven't you? Am I boring you or something? Am I boring you?
I was just thinking a few strawberries would have been nice, wouldn't it?
I've got some blueberries there.
Yeah,
Do you want me to put some blueberries in? Right, here we go.
Yeah.
There's the blueberries going in, right?
Have another go.
Have a dig around in there.
Yeah.
That's better, isn't
Now
it?
try that. Tell me what you think. That's blueberries with your cream. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't got any strawberries. I'll go out and get some later. And what we've got here, actually, this is double cream, which we picked up from a local store, and this is your double cream. I mean, first of all, the colour, that comes from the cow.
It comes from the cow. Yeah, it's in the metabolism of the cow. The thicker the cream gets, the more the colour comes through.
And what fat content are you looking
That's
at?
about 52% fat.
And so it affects the texture.
Yeah.
The flavour is fairly constant. I always feel, but it's the texture that it changes more than anything else.
We have had situations where the flavour has changed slightly. With the grass issue, we had about a year ago, we had a situation where the cows got out during the night and they got into my neighbours and started eating turnips. And we had turnip-flavoured clotted cream for a couple of days.
Really?
Which was quite an unusual experience.
Why can't you let them free in a strawberry field?
Well, that would have been even better. Well, that's a
Because
good
then you got
marketing angle. We should try that.
See, Kim?
Yeah.
See, we could please you because I've just loads and loads of strawberries. Now, I'm going to use this in my panna cotta. That's going to be fairly yellow, considering the fact that I'm using your buttermilk as well, which again, it's very yellow. With your cream being yellow, it's going to be quite a yellow panna cotta. Now, you said to me before, when we were chatting earlier, that a couple of the chefs have said, well, I can't really use it because a panna cotta's got to be white. How wrong you are. Panna cotta can be pink with spots as long as it tastes good and the texture's there. Now, the one I'm going to make is basically a blueberry panna cotta. Now, over here, I've got gelatin leaves. Now, when you're making a panna cotta, read on the packet how much per pint and how many leaves you've got to put in there. Read them carefully. I'm using about 4 leaves, which I'm going to soak in the water just to soften them up a little bit. So I'm going to leave them in there. Over in the pan now, I'm just going to put the pan over here, get my cream. Now, this cream is so thick. If I tip this cream into the pan, look at that. Look how thick it is. Now, over here, I've got some sugar, caster sugar, straight in with the cream. And I've got this stuff. Now, this is vanilla paste. Again, it's become quite trendy to use nowadays, and I think it's got such an intensive flavour. And this in the panna cotta with the blueberries is going to taste fantastic. This whole thing goes onto the gentle heat. If you can't find vanilla paste, you can use a vanilla pod. But I would wait until it's gone a bit more liquid, split the pod, and then take the seeds straight in there.
Slowly melt down the cream with the sugar and vanilla paste on a gentle heat and stir until the sugar dissolves.
See, what do you eat with your cream? I mean, what do you do? Anything. Do you put like full whipping cream on top of your cereal?
Double
Yeah,
cream.
absolutely, yeah.
It's because you can.
Because we can.
That's true.
Wait until the sugar is completely dissolved. Then add your softened gelatin and keep stirring until it's melted.
Do you like panna cotta?
Very much so.
I wish I'd known from Kim that I would have made strawberry panna cotta. Yeah, it's pretty much all gone at the moment. So what I'm going to do is add your buttermilk. So I'm just going to try some actually. I've never tried some. What's the fat content in this one?
If it's allowed to settle, you'll get a layer of cream on the top, but in essence, there shouldn't be any fat in it at all.
Wow. That tastes so good though.
Yeah.
It's so rich.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually, when I'm making scones, I tend to use milk. I have used buttermilk a couple of times, but if it was like that, I'd probably give it a whirl and see if I noticed a huge difference between the two.
Next, add the buttermilk and stir thoroughly and transfer to a jug to make pouring into the moulds easier.
And over here, I've got my little Dariol moulds, which I'm going to pop some blueberries in. So I'll just put a grouping in each one. Now this again, when you put the liquid in, some will float, some will sink down the middle, and we should try to get some suspended into the panna cotta.
Pour your vanilla mixture onto the blueberries and then pop them into the fridge until they set, preferably overnight.
This is what they look like when they've been set. Don't they look great? Look at the colour of them. Now the whole thing is, what you've got to do is try and release this from the Daryl mould. So what I've got over here, the easiest thing to do is if I put some more water in there, you basically get some really warm water in a big roasting tray like this, and then pop each one in there. Just run a knife around the outside, just to release them. Just get a little knife, run around the outside, and they should, yeah, this one's gone. So I'm going to pop it on a plate, pop it underneath, a little bit of a shake, there it is. There's the panna cotta, beautiful. You can see actually the vanilla paste on the top, and you can see the blueberries in there, and that beautiful yellow Jersey milk. That looks stunning. Now to go with this, I've decided to do a very quick sort of blueberry compote.
Add star anise to equal parts water and sugar. Melt it down and throw in a quarter of a punnet of blueberries. Then cook slowly until the fruit breaks down.
So you serve the panna cotta with this beautiful blueberry compote. That together with the Jersey milk is something very special. Jeff and Kim, thank you very much for coming along, and thank you for bringing this gorgeous cream and milk with you. Thank you.
Made with some of Devon's finest buttermilk, my blueberry panna cottas are full of creamy goodness, and I can't wait to taste them with my guests later.
I love you, Nigel.